Off and running here, Stallions and Fire. Andres Goose, first ball he sees of the game, he's launched that all the way for 6.
So good start here from the Atlanta Fire team. Batting first, Gauss is already on 7, Zain Saeed is on 1. And things are on the way. Irshad Muhammad is the bowler. Will come into bowl to the top in form. Andres Gauss at the moment, very quality player. Oh, smashed away over the offside with all the ease in the world. And not to that man you'll bowl that ball.
Andres Goose, he's already played that shot a few times. One of them he went up and over all the way for 6, and now this one for 4. He's a very explosive player, Andres Goose, and you cannot afford to be bowling deliveries like that. Mohamed Irshad has got to know better than that. Too much width, easy pickings for a player like Andres Goose.
So they're off to a quick start, the Atlanta Fire. We'll be hoping that they can get on with their campaign in this tournament. So far, a good one. Ball sliding down the leg side. They're going to scamper through a couple of wides here. So Matt, the Atlanta Fire brand continues to motor along. And they'll be hoping that they can taste success in this tournament. While they've played well in many tournaments around the country, that championship hardware has eluded them so far. So Mohamed Irshad, 14 in the over so far, and so that completes the first over. And after one, Atlanta Fire, they're batting a 14 without loss. So Shadley Van Sharkwick comes into the attack. We've seen not a bad start from him so far. A dot on a single. Zain Saeed, the man on strike. The ball played into the offside, can't score. So still off to a good start. 15 in the second over of things. Zain Saeed on one. Andres Gauss has batted well in the first over alone. So cracking shots over the offside. So this has been a very good over so far, Matt, from Shadley Van Sharkwick. Spin on the ball. You've seen a single followed up with 3 dot balls.
Chance of a run out here. Direct hit.
Gone.
And he's gone. Zain Saeed departs early. Was looking for a run. Andres Goose was not interested. And a direct hit by the man there. And Zain Saeed has to depart early, and Fire have lost an early one.
This is Sami Aslam.
Sami Aslam looks to be the new man in for Atlanta Fire. 15 for 1 in 1.5 overs. Shadley Van Sharkwick picking up the wicket of Zain Saeed. Goose is on 12 at the non-striker's end. Just the one from the over from Van Sharkwick. Aslam will face his first ball. A quality player is Sami Aslam. This one is turned away. Runs here for Aslam. Be a couple of runs. So Sami Aslam is off the mark straight away. It's 17 for 1 after 2.
So Irshad will continue. 17 for 1, smashed into the offside, and look at that, another boundary off the bat of Andres Gauss, and it goes away for 4. No nonsense player, and he's already smashed his way to 16 so far.
Yeah, another good shot from Andres Goose, and another poor delivery from Mohamed Irshad. Too short, too wide, and Andres Goose any day of the week is going to enjoy some of that.
So they're off to a very quick start. 21 in just the third over. Mohamed Irshad Guilty of overpitching. Full toss and given the treatment, it's gone a long way. And that's another 6 off the bat of Andre Gauss. He goes up to 22.
Batting practice, hitting practice now for Andres Goose. Teeing off in Mohamed Irshad. That has gone a long way back for 6. A clean strike from Andres Goose.
So good looking shot. They're off to a quick start. The Atlanta Fire team. They've gone up to 27. They're going at 11.5 runs and over. And we could see a good batting display from Andre Goose. Ball going down the leg side this time and called a wide. So things are not going too well here for the Stallions.
Andres Goose tearing them apart here in the early stages.
So this is Stallions X, not to be confused with Stallions. There's a couple of Stallions in this tournament. And this one is Stallions X. Oh!
Look at that! Andres Goose has taken care of that one. Short delivery, and Andres Goose has pulled that away. Goodness me, what a shot, and boy does he look in some form here today.
Yeah, all the ease in the world, and that one has gone a long way, traveled quite a bit. And Goose continues to give them a quick start. Look at that, he's up to 28 from just 8 balls.
Would have scored a very fast half century in the previous game Atlanta Fire played, so he's definitely come to Washington prepared, and he's definitely come with some bit of form, taking things here to Mohamed Irshad, who's not quite bowling well. 1.3 overs for 31. Goose drives this one up straight to the fielder, no run. Better ball from Irshad.
Yeah, better result on that one. Goose was still looking for a big shot. So 34 for 1. They're off to a rapid start here, the Atlanta Fire team. Well put together unit. And these days they travel around the country, taking part in the T20 tournament. This one is driven out down the ground. They'll pick up a couple of runs there at least. In fact, it crosses the cone, and that's a good looking shot from Andre Goose. 38 for 1.
Another good shot there. Was a better ball from Irshad, and Andres Goose was kind of struggling to, perhaps scrambling to get that ball away. And in the end, he did it well enough. Straight and 4 runs. It's a quick outfield. It's only going to get quicker as the day goes on, you feel. Not a good over here from Irshad. 21 off it so far. 2 deliveries left. Playing a miss. Is there an edge? Yes, there is! Finger goes up. Andres Goose is on his way. And Mohamed Irshad has his revenge. Not the best of overs for him, but he's picked up the wicket. Andres Goose departs after a quick fire 32. It's 38 for 1 after 3 overs. Nahiru Milanta is the new man in. 37 for 2. Shadley Van Sharkwick continues the good bowling. Cut away. Fine looking shot. Might get a couple of runs here, they do. So Aslam is off and running with a couple of runs.
Yeah, quality players. Sami Aslam, he's played at the international level. And Shadley Van Sharkwick, he's bowled very tidy so far. Good bit of work here from John Ross Campbell Matt. Saving runs. Certainly saved a single there. And Milanta comes into strike. Milanta comes out of the Morrisville Cardinals. Is he going back there? Yep. To the nod of the head, Mato tells me he's going back there. Top quality keeper, and a keeper that can bat. That does seem to be the new ingredient in modern day cricket, Matt. You don't only pick a gloveman these days, but you pick a gloveman who can bat.
Yeah, and Milanta does both. He's a very versatile batsman as well. He can bat anywhere in the order. He can open the batting, or he can go a little spots down in the air, but in the gap. Might be, nope, just one. So Milanta is off and running with a single. .41 for 2. They've gotten off to a very fast start, thanks to Andries Goose, but they've still lost 2 wickets, and Goose himself is back in the hut. So Atlanta Fire, Aslam and Milanta will have to keep on going. Aslam works this away, can't beat the fielder. Van Sharkwick has done very well so far. 1.5 overs, none for 7. So he's bowled very well. Mohamed Irshad has been expensive, 2 overs for 35. But he picked up the big wicket of Andries Goose. Has to count for something, you'd feel. Aslam, nope, not finding the gap there. John Ross again.
Yeah, good bowling here from Shadley Van Sharkwick. He has kept things extremely tight. Look, he's bowled 1.5. He's only given up 6 runs. Ball doesn't timed well here from Sami Aslam. And so that completes still a tidy over here from Shadley Van Sharkwick. 4 gone, 42 for 2.
Waqas Salim is the new bowler. 42 for 2. Salim comes in. 4 overs done. Aslam is on 3. Aslam's on 2. Milanta's on 3. the ground from Milanta, and that'll go away for 4. Very good looking shot from Lahiru Milanta. Picks up a boundary. So not the best of starts here for Waqas Salim. Yeah, but can't get past the fielder, so dot ball to Milanta. He's back. He's on 7. He just played a very good looking shot from Salim. Go down the track again, but dot ball. Milanta in the air, and a very good looking shot from Lahiru Milanta. Goes all the way for 6. Awaiting the signal though. And it is in fact 6, so now we get the confirmation. Lahiru Milanta goes up to 11. 50 comes up as well for Atlanta Fire in the 5th over. So we saw a very good start from Andres Goose, and now a fine couple of shots here from Lahiru Milanta, who goes up to 13. Milanta goes again. Another very good looking shot all the way. This time there's no doubt of that being a 6. Lahiru Milanta teeing off here on Waqas Salim. He goes up to 19 and the score up to 58 for 2 at the end of 5 overs. A healthy start for Atlanta Fire. Always Zia. It's the new bowler. Aslam is on 2, Milanta is on 19. Always Zia starts well. Starts with a dot ball to Sami Aslam. The back foot punches this one away, Sami Aslam. Got a couple of runs there. Good running from Aslam and Milanta. Ground for 1. Milanta is on strike. Milanta has played some very good looking shots, especially in that last over on Waqas Salim. Turned away for a single, pushing for 2, nope. Won't test John Ross Campbell any further. Milanta remains, in fact he goes up to 20. Aslam is on 5. Ooh, I'm getting an edge on that one, running away. He'll turn for 2. Irshad doesn't pick up cleanly, and we'll get a couple of runs. Aslam goes up to 7. Final ball coming up here for away Zia. And hits straight back to him. From Sami Aslam, just a single, so 65 for 2 at the end of 6 overs. Still a good run rate here for Atlanta Fire. Decent over from away Zia, just going for 7. Milanta's on 20, Aslam is on 8. Kamran Sheikh looks to be the new bowler for Stallions X. This one is played away. Pick up a single. Milanta is on strike. He's looking good here today, Lahiru Milanta. 20 of just 10 deliveries. Dodge this one in though. Push for 2 here. Nope. Decided against it in the end. Fielder came around quite quickly there. Waqas Salim. Milanta on 21. Aslam is on 9. Stallions X picked up 2 wickets, but run rate is still a bit of an issue as Sami Aslam walks this one away for a single.
Still going over 10 and over. Oh, slashing shot through the offside. Protection out in the deep. And only a single. So Milanta and Aslam. A 31-run partnership. Good start from them. We saw a quick blazing innings that came to an end quite quickly from Goose. But other than that, they're up to 69 for 2, scoring over 10 and over.
Milanta has been the more explosive of the two. Sami Aslam has been more rotate the strike, watch and see. Milanta has gone after the bowlers straight away. 22 of just 12 deliveries. Aslam 10 of 13.
So what have both teams done in the tournament so far? Oh, inside out, that's a good looking shot through the offside. Look at that placement, impeccable. Aslam for 4, 73 for 2, 7 overs gone. So 73 for 2 at the end of 7. So Zia continues, ball driven along the ground here by Milanta, picks up another easy single. Single that brings Aslam onto strike. This is over number 8. Couple of runs here for Sami Aslam and takes the score up to 76. Oh, lofted into the onside, and that has gone all the way. Aslam on fire. He picks up a 6, in fact his second 6, in fact his first 6, sorry. And look at that, 82 for 2.
Good looking shot from Sami Aslam, and he's been the more defensive of the two. But now he's looking to go after Awezia. Very good looking shot for 6. This one called a wide by Awezia.
Arguably, the delay in the COVID pandemic helped them more than anybody.
Good looking shot again from Sami Aslam. This time there's a man out there. Back foot for a single to Milanta. Aslam on strike. Final ball of the over coming up. Awezia has gone for 12 in this over. And another wide, make that 13 and still a ball to go. Aslam has started to pick things up now. 23 of 17 balls.
So ball off the back foot, he gets a single that will complete over number 8, and after 8 it's 87 for 2. So 95 for 2. We're in the 9th over. Cameron Sheikh has gone for 8 in this over so far. Oh, pulled off the back foot. Sami Aslam picks up another 6. And he goes up to 37. That brings up the 100 here for Fire. They're 101 for 2. 101 for 2 Atlanta Fire. So Mukhtar Ahmed. Smash down the ground. Good looking shot from Milanta. And this has gone for 4. So another good looking shot from Milanta. Mukhtar. You gotta add him?
Have to add everybody.
So Mukhtar Ahmed. Sami Aslam. So and signal a wide. So we'll come into bowl to Sami Aslam, who's batted well so far.
Nicely driven, finds the gap. Stay for 1. In fact, they'll come back for 2, and in the end they get 2 quite easily. Mukhtar Ahmed has gone for 8 in this over. He's bowled 3 legal balls, one of them being a wide. 63 balls left. Aslam is on 39, really starting to pick things up now. He started pretty slowly, but he's really worked himself way up in terms of that strike rate, thanks to a couple of 6s and a couple of 4s.
And in fact, Matt, look at the partnership. 71 run partnership. They have crossed the 100 mark. It's not 10 overs yet. So this is a very good showing here from the Atlanta Fire lineup. Still a lot of batting to come. And they continue to bat quite easily here at Bowling Park. 110 for 2. This has been a very good start from the Atlanta Fire team. Always in the hunt, and always part of the US franchise setup across the country. He comes down the track, smashes this one straight down the ground, and Milanta on the charge picks up another 6. That is 6 number 3. It's 116 for 2.
Very good looking shot there from Milanta, straight down the ground, and that has been muscled. Big over this for the Fire.
So that wide, taking the score up to 117. The partnership to 79. Just on the cusp of the 10th over. This has been a very good start from the well put together Atlanta Fire lineup again. Ball turned into the onside, running quickly. In fact, they'll settle for 1, not running quickly. Batsman ambling. So that completes over number 10, and after 10 it's 118 for the loss of 2 wickets. The partnership has now gone up to 81 runs. Very important one. As we see away is Zia. Oh, smashed into the onside. That one has gone a long way into the bushes, Matt. A massive 6 off the bat of Sami Aslam.
Good striking continues here from Sami Aslam. He's looked in very good form today, and that's just another example of why he's such a good batsman. Away Zia has not had the best of days, 2.4 overs for 29. Very good shot from Sami Aslam.
Yeah, massive blow here. 87-run partnership. This is going to be a tough one for them to pull back. 58 balls remaining, in fact 56 balls remaining. And you're watching one of the league games. It's 125 for 2. The partnership has gone up to some 87 runs. Sami Aslam and Milanta batting impressively well here this afternoon at Bowden Park.
down the ground. Protection out there, just a single.
So this one through the offside, and that's 4 more runs to Milanta. And what a display we've seen here from Milanta and Aslam. In particular, Milanta has done exceedingly well, and at the end of 11 it's 130 for 2, so 11 overs gone. Fired, they're batting at 130 for 2, essentially have gone at almost 12 runs and over. And we'll have to wait and see who will pick up the attack from the far end of the ground. So away is he has bowled 3 overs, no men, none for 33. He's gone for 11 runs and over. So over number 12, Van Sharkwick on the onside and pulled into the onside. And another big 6 here from Aslam. He goes up to 53. So quick fire 50 from the bat of Sami Aslam. He has played at the international level, Matt, but another 50 for him today.
Yeah, and that one, very good hit, a clean hit. Shadley Van Sharkwick greeted with a maximum early on here from Sami Aslam. Wonderful half century of 29 deliveries, and he started very slowly again. So to see where he was, maybe around, he was like around run a ball around 15 or so, and now to get a 50 off, to be on 54 of just 30 deliveries, shows how much he's aggressed from that point.
And the fact is, Milanta came out guns blazing, and now it's Aslam who gets to the first milestone of a half century. And look at the partnership. The partnership has gone up to 99, so anything from here on will be a 100 partnership. Look at that, a big swing and a miss, big appeal. Umpire certainly not interested. But from the look of things, Shadley Van Sharkwick, he has bowled 2.3. He's only conceded 14 runs, a time in which the team has given up almost 12 runs and over, Matt. So he has stood his ground, and certainly he stands apart from the rest. Oh, yes. Smashed into the onside, straight down the ground. And this time Milanta gets close to a half century. He goes up to 48. And the onslaught continues here for the Atlanta Fire against Stallions X.
Yeah, another very good shot from Lahir Milanta. We've seen him play that shot a couple of times, or at least attempt to play it a couple of times, and on this case he's done it to perfection, and he goes up to 48, nearing that half century as well.
So a big nick, and it goes to the keeper. Milanta falls for 48, and so the big partnership of 105 comes to an end. Shadley Van Sharkwick, he was always probing, and you know something had to give. Milanta falls, still a big score. It's 143 for 3, and this is over number 12.
Christopher Barnwell is the new man in. Very, very, very good player. Likes to probe straight down the ground, always hits in the V. Christopher Barnwell, and he's got a feel, he's got a very good foundation.
Yeah, Christopher Barnwell has been part of the Atlanta setup for several tours now, as you mentioned, quality player. Captain the Empire State Titans last year and did a very good job. Not only as a captain, Matt, but he batted impressively well in the middle. Was their number 4, number 5 stable batsman. Got among the runs. Got a century, I think, in the Morrisville on that tour. So he comes in here with 49 balls remaining. They're going at just over 12 runs and over. And you get the feeling that Atlanta Fire could accelerate from this position. They have all right to. Shadley Van Sharkwick has been quality. A play and a miss here from Christopher Barnwell. That concludes over number 12, a successful one for Shadley Van Sharkwick. And after 12, the Atlanta Fire batting first. They've posted 143 for 3. Just in case you just joined us, well, let you know what has happened so far. So Gauss, he was dismissed for 32. Zain Saeed, he was run out for 1. Sami Aslam, the man you see on your screen there, along with Christopher Barnwell, he's on 54 not out. Milanta, not too long ago, you may have catched that. He fell for 48. And so that's the latest happening at Bowling Grong. This is Unity Cup 2. One of the premier tournaments on the Eastern Seaboard. This is the second year of this tournament. A couple of big tournaments in the last couple of years from the Atlantic region. We saw the Capital T20 in October, and now we're witnessing the second year of the Unity Cup. Mohamed Irshad comes back into the attack, starts by giving up a single. And Matt, Christopher Barnwell comes into strike with 47 balls remaining. You fancy Atlanta Fire could get up to 180? 190 perhaps?
They should, with the start that they've got here. 47 balls, 144 already on the board. Get back the Fire to get up to a very good total here, 180, 190. And if Barnwell and Sami Aslam can stick around and really hit the ball at the end, who knows what they can get to.
Well, Barnwell likes to come straight. Are we in danger? Oh, there we go. He slices this one, not in control. And they could come back for a couple of runs, but we were just making the point. Barnwell likes to go straight. He attempted to go straight, but didn't time it at all. Might have been lucky he didn't fall into the traps of the man on the offside, but he picks up a couple of runs.
Mohamed Irshad has bowled 2.2 overs for 38. Andrews Goose, we saw him dispatch of him, but he did get the wicket of Goose. Can he get another big wicket here?
Oh, there we go. Christopher Barnwell gets into the act early, pushes this one straight towards the long on area, and that's gone for another maximum. Maximum number 12 in this innings. Barnwell goes for 6.
Very good looking shot there. What a shot. Sweet timing on that one. Christopher Barnwell. And this is the type of player he is, and this is the type of game that it's suited up for Barnwell to come out and for Barnwell to really give the ball a good whack.
Yes, Matt, you're right on that. Look, it'll pick up a couple of runs here. They're running quickly. They're settled for 1. But you're right on that with 44 balls remaining. Everything has already been set. They're going over 12 runs and over. It's 153 for 3 with wickets in hand. Licensed to go aggressive.
Without a doubt. And I'm sure Barnwell knows that as well.
Very experienced player, Christopher Barnwell, but we're watching Sami Aslam, who's played at the international level, and a man perhaps in a couple of years' time will be eligible to play for the US. One of the reasons you would want to think that they're in this part of the world, quality player. And I'm quite sure when his turn comes around, Matt, he will represent the US well if given that chance.
Yeah, he is a phenomenal player, Sami Aslam.
How much have you seen of Aslam?
I saw him in the minor league finals with Golden State Grizzlies. Had a great minor league as well. Now I'm seeing him here again. Very good player.
So 155 for 3. This over's gone for 12. Mohamed Irshad is on the verge of going for 50 runs in a bowling spell. Typically, you would love when a batsman goes for 50 runs, Matt. But here's a bowler on the verge. Barnwell towards the onside. John Ross Campbell comes around, picks up. And one of the reasons probably they're not going back for a couple of runs. John Ross Campbell is pretty good.
Yeah, and I've seen quite a few times that batsmen have started running and then they see John Ross Campbell going around and they said, "I'll take one, thank you very much."
He comes out of your area, isn't he?
Yeah.
He comes out of Queens United. Queens United are missing some of the big players. We were there at the park last week and we did not see John Ross Campbell. We didn't see Nkrumah Bonner. We didn't see Leverage. We didn't see tall off spinner guy Yannick Elliott. But it's early season yet, just a couple of seasons into local leagues all across the country. So I'm pretty sure that they'll be suited up in the next, when things get going. So back here at Boland Park, you're witnessing the Unity Cup, second edition. Big tournament in the Eastern Seaboard, on the Eastern Seaboard. And a lot is expected in the next 72 hours or so, 48 hours. Christopher Barnwell, man on strike with his famous dark green helmet. Oh, there we go. Have we predicted it? Straight down the ground. That's where he loves going. And with all the ease in the world, he picks up a 6. Number 1. So Cameron Sheikh doesn't get hold of this one and hits the ball into his leg. So it's 163 for 3. This is the 14th over. Oh, Sami Aslam has sailed this one over the mid-wicket boundary. And the aggressive batting continues. The onslaught continues. 169 for 3.
Yeah, and Cameron Sheik getting his fair share of tapping now. First Barnwell with a very well hit 6, and now Sami Aslam with another clean hit. Outside the off stump and left. In the air and safe.
So it's 117 for 3. Barnwell. 7 balls, 17 so far. And we'll wait for Cameron Sheikh. Sheikh has given up 14 runs in this over. 2.5, none for 36. Barnwell tugs this one into the onside. That will complete 14, and after 14, it's 171 for 3.
First ball. First over went for 17. Barnwell on strike. Full toss. Did that? Yes, it is. I was just gonna ask. Did that dip just below the waist, and it's been called a wide, or is it a no ball? No ball is the call, and it's gone for 4 byes. So quite an eventful no ball that. A no ball, a bye, and it's gone for 4. So Barnwell has a chance here. Free hit ball. And it's a wide. So Mukhtar Ahmed looking to force Barnwell outside off, making play square of the wicket. Not a bad idea. You're taking away the V from Christopher Barnwell. So not a bad plan here for Mukhtar to make him hit square the wicket.
So he comes in to bowl to Barnwell, still free hit ball. Oh, finally he gets through. And it goes through to the keeper. So it's 107 for 3. 35 balls still to be bowled. Barnwell, he's up to a quick 18. Sami Aslam is up to 63. We've seen scoring rate over 12 runs and over. So a lot of work has gone into the tournament. I want to say big thank you to the WCL president, Mr. Anand Patel, for stopping by with lunch in the com box. We appreciate that very, very much. And so 4 runs to Christopher Barnwell. So Matt, the onslaught continues here. It's 182 for 3. This ball gone for 4.
Barnwell down the ground again. This time field out there, Van Sharkwick. Islam is on strike. What an innings he has played. 69 of 35. 33 balls left, and surely excess of 200 here for Atlanta Fire.
Yes, Matt, that will require 18 runs from 33 balls. In these days of T20 cricket, that should really be a walk in the park. And the fact is, Aslam is not done yet. Aslam could very well find his way very close to a triple figure mark. Not too sure if we have seen one.
I'm not sure Christopher Barnwell is finished either. 23 of 12. He could really turn things on even more as the innings winds down.
So ball played into the onside. Couple more runs there for Aslam.
Still you've got Zia Shazad still waiting to come out. Corney Dry can hit some big blows as well. So still some bit of batting cover left for Atlanta Fire.
Big shot from Aslam. It's gone upstairs. And Aslam continues to bat impressively well. Look at that. It's 191.
And a poor over here from Mukhtar Ahmed. It's gone for 20. And he's bowled 1.5 overs for 37. Sami Aslam and Barnwell, they've taken a liking to him, that's for sure. Very good hit. Van Sharkwick, all he could do is watch it sail over his head. Final ball coming up. Aslam drives this one away. It beats the fielder.
One more.
And it'll run away for 4 more. So 24 runs off the over. Sami Aslam finishes things off in style with a boundary. And he goes up to 75 and the score up to 196 for 3.
And Mohammed Irshad greeted with a powerful stroke from Barnwell for 4. So the 200 comes up here for the Atlanta Fire. 200 in the 16th over off the bat of Barnwell. And things are moving along here quite nicely for the Atlanta Fire. Powerfully put together squad, and they're playing like champions. Still to be decided, but for now we can say they are one of the top teams in the tournament, top seeded team. Oh, he slides, he's on the verge of getting out. Fielder takes the catch, and Christopher Barnwell has to go. He falls for 31. It's 200 for 4.
Hello, Mr. Lenny and Lenny Jr.
How are you? How are you? How are you? So they're not playing on that ground at all?
They'll play at 2:30. Quarter to 2.
The onside, gets off the mark. And brings the dangerous looking Sami Aslam on strike. He's on 75. He needs 25 for 100. There's 26 balls remaining. In fact, he's on 81, sorry, so 19 runs to get from 26 balls. We haven't seen 100 yet in the tournament, but this man is the closest we have seen so far. He's on strike. Down the ground will get runs here. They're gone for 1. They're settled for 1. And that'll bring Zia Shazad onto strike. So 25 balls left in the innings, 7 runs in this over. Oh, Shazad smashes this one into the onside. Fielder comes around, waits for the bounce. And all that for only 1 run. That completes over number 16. And after 16 it's 203 for 4. What has happened there? So 209 for 4. Wakas comes into the attack. We've got 23 balls still to be bowled. Not a wide send down here, so extras has gone up to 14 so far. And this is over number 17 being bowled here by Wakas Salim. They've taken a beating today. 23 balls still to be bowled. And probably, Matt, we are on the verge of seeing probably one of the highest score of the tournament of Unity Cup 2. And we are also on the cusp of perhaps seeing the first century of the tournament. Sami Aslam, he's only 12 away from that coveted mark. 88 from 40 balls, he'll be the man on strike. Wakas Salim, you've seen a dot, a wide and a single, slashing shot through the offside. John Ross Campbell coming around quickly. The throw is good. No, not really. And so a couple of runs there to Sami Aslam. So Aslam goes up to 90. And we're in over number 17 being bowled here by Wakas Salim. Oh, pulled into the onside. And a single to Aslam. So Aslam goes up to 91. Zia Shazad has teed off and has gone all the way 220 for 4. Shazad goes up to 9. Aslam, the man of the moment, he's up to 91, but we're watching Zia Shazad. Look at that, hoisted into the offside. And another 6 off the bat of Zia Shazad. That completes over number 17, 226 for 4, 226 for 4. So has he been taken? Is that the question, Matt? So Aslam finally goes for 91, catch taken well within the playing area, and so Aslam has to go. He falls for 91, and the 5th wicket goes down 226 for 5. try comes out, first ball, swings for the fences, and he's back in the hut. So a couple of wickets here, and all of a sudden, this bowler is on a hat-trick. Shatley Van Shawkwick. And Matty's been probing all day, and that reward has certainly paid off. So now all of a sudden he's on a hat-trick, dismissing a couple of the big players, that of Sami Aslam and Ed Cornet Dry. But no fault on a batsman coming out with 16 balls remaining, swinging for the fences. So the big hit in Everett Dyer comes to the middle. Sort of a promotion for him, but we know Everett Dyer, 16 balls remaining. He's the type of player to play this kind of role. A couple of things here, you'll want to get quickly off the mark, but fact is, Shatley Van Shawkwick is on a hat-trick. So here we go, into ball to Everett Dyer. And Dyer in the air, well over the fielder's head. Hat-trick averted. A little bit of anxious moment there as the ball flew over the keeper's head. The head. Side got long up. And they come back for a couple of runs. So Zia Shazad, the man carrying the fight. 14 balls still to be buzzed. 229 up Mama. 229. Oh, smashed away. Zia Shazad, he's not joking around this afternoon. He goes up to 23 from just 8 balls. And it's 235 on the cards. Yeah. So 235, surely the highest score of the tournament. We almost saw the first 100 of the tournament also by Sami Aslam. Another good looking shot, finds the gap. Zia Shazad for another boundary. He goes up to 27. That's 18 overs in the books, 239 for 6.
The lunch is here. Where's Money? Money said he'll have after the match. He said he'll get after the match.
Dry.
So welcome back. Welcome back to the replay. Welcome back, Mato. Is this a chase or a reply? Well, Corny Dry has struck off the very first ball. Away is Zia, realizing they need 13 and 13.46 runs on overmat. He surrendered quite tamely. First ball wicket for Corny Dry.
Yeah, Corny Dry, quality bowler. And then coming in at 13.4 needed. And just an 18 over affair. You could see the intent from Away Zia, and he's gone first ball, skying one straight up in the air.
So a very impressive showing so far from the Atlanta Fire unit. They posted a mammoth score, 239. And to add insult to injury, you see Corny Dry striking on the very first ball. See Christopher Barnwell very much in the thick of things, trying to get the fielders into the best position. And so Corny Dry will come in to bowl to the new man in.
Shahir Hassan is the new man in. He joins Cheyenne Jahangir at the non-striker's end. His Dry to Hassan. Hustle through for a single into the vicinity of Christopher Barnwell. First run on the board for Stallions X. Shahir Hassan off and running. Cheyenne Jahangir on strike.
There's a couple of Stallions in this tournament, Matt. Stallions and then Stallions X. Speaking of Stallions, how is the Belmont Steak coming up?
Set
and who's your favorite?
Set at a field of 10. Definitely the Derby winner at strike will have all eyes on him. Cheyenne Jahangir, batter who would have played domestic cricket in Pakistan, would have also had experience a few years with the Barbados Tridents.
So a long way to go, still 239 to be made. Oh, that's a good looking shot from a short ball. Banged into the pitch. And look at that, Cheyenne Jahangir quickly displaces this one. That's a lovely shot for 6.
Yeah, very good shot and a lovely sound of the bat from Cheyenne Jahangir. Short delivery from Corny Dry, and he was more than equal to that one, was Cheyenne.
So Cheyenne plays most of his cricket in Texas. I think he plays for the home of the
Austin Athletics.
Austin Athletics.
This year, renamed the Lone Star Athletics. So Musa Stadium, he would have had a lot of time playing at the Musa Stadium, quality venue. There always is the saying, the better your venue is, the more you improve as a player sometimes.
Yeah, speaking of that, venue is now hosting Scotland and the US, with the US batting first.
Jahangir, what a shot that is. It's in the air. It'll land safely. And has that gone upstairs? Yes, it has. Another very good looking shot from Cheyenne Jahangir. And that's the second 6 in the over. He's taking on Corny Dry. It's 13 for 1 after the first. Two South Africans kicking things off. Corny Dry and now Kami Leroux from the other end, the combox end. And he's a quality bowler as well. Kami Leroux can generate some serious pace and can get some serious bounce as well. Kami Leroux, and there we go, very good start right into the pads of Shahir Hassan.
We've seen a very good response from Jahangir. He made it known he's come out here to bat to get 10 and 12 runs and over. We saw very positive in the last over. Couple of quality shots, and it's now over to Kami Leroux. Not apart from the pace, he comes at a different angle. There's something in left-hand bowler that makes it a bit different. Speaking of different in a stroke, Shahir Hassan will pick up a couple of runs. You've got to applaud the intent here of the Stallions X's batsman.
And that's the intent for me. I don't think there's any point in going out there and trying to stick with the basic plan of trying to play a natural game. This chase is well beyond a natural game. I think the intent has to be and just try to hit every single ball for 6. Try to get as close as you can as possible. Even if you lose wickets, just try and keep that run rate going. Balls will fly. Shahir Hassan, it's in the air and it's taken. Kami Leroux picks up the wicket.
Aslam.
Sami Aslam diving forward, completing the catch, and there's the second one down. Shahir Hassan going for a big slash, and then the next ball, a simple shot straight into the hands of Sami Aslam. Second one down.
Yeah, so a couple of wickets falling early here. Not timed well, might have been choked into the shot, not enough fluency. And Sami Aslam, who's having a very good day, got 91 when he batted, just dove forward, held on to the ball, and the rest is history. 15 for 2.
Up, it beats everybody, including the keeper. And I think we might get a wide signal here. Yes, we do. Overhead height. Saad Ali is the new man in. Saad Ali is a quality player. Would have made 100 for the Midwest in the US regionals not too long ago. Jahangir in the gap, pushing for 1. Will that go all the way for 4? Yes, it does go all the way for 4. So Cheyenne Jahangir on the front foot yet again and taking the fight to fire. And there's another boundary to his name. He goes up to 16.
Yeah, I've seen Cheyenne Jahangir bat a couple of times, Matt. I'm thinking to myself, this is the best I've seen him in a long time. Very quality play, already smashing a couple of sixes off the bowling of Cornet Dry. And Carmel Leroux has faced the blunt of his blade. Gets a single out towards the third man area. So Saad Ali comes into the attack. You were telling me he made 100 where?
Would have made 100 in the US regionals, playing for the Midwest in the 50 over. Another player out of Pakistan would have had first class experience in Pakistan. And there he goes, Saad Ali. Fielder coming around. They'll get a couple of runs.
Amila Aponso, the fielder. Pretty sure he will do some bowling not too long from now, but in the meantime it's 22 for 2. 23 for 2 at the end of 2. Still a long way to go, 217 more needed.
Just one off that last ball. So still a somewhat decent start run rate wise for the Stallions, and I think that's important. I think the run rate, you've got to keep that run rate where you want it to be, even though you lose a couple of wickets. And in order to do so, everyone who comes out pretty much need to get going right from the get-go.
So Christopher Barnwell comes into the attack. Got some quick runs today. And Matt, is good to see Barnwell into the attack. We've seen during the course of the minor league series for the Empire State Titan, he did so much bowling, but the fact is he seems to get his heart lost when playing for these franchises.
Down the track from Saad Ali. What a shot that is. It's gone all the way for 6. And the mindset you can see quite obvious here from Stallions X. Go big or go home. Saad Ali down the track and all the way.
Yeah, that's a class shot off the middle of the bat. Doesn't get better than that. Stroking the ball down, it's ironic. He has stroked the ball straight down the ground the similar way in Chris Barnwell. That's how he bats. Oh, this one is into the onside. Fielder will not get a chance. And that's Everett Dyer. And that's gone away for another 6.
Yeah, class player this is Saad Ali. 2 6s off Christopher Barnwell. Taking the fight. And a quick start here for Stallions X. Guides this one down, just hands the strike over. Smart batting. Smart batting, still 204, but you've still got to be smart about it. And he knows that Jahangir has been striking the ball as well at the non-striker's end.
Yeah, during a cricket match, Matt, sometimes all is not lost. In a seemingly big chase, they're chasing 240. And I'll tell you why all is not lost. Oh! Glanced away. That's a good looking shot. And Jahangir picks up more runs. He's up to 21, 40 for 2.
Yeah, very good start this, despite the loss of 2 wickets. Jahangir and Saad Ali. Jahangir putting on quite a show here. 21 of just 7 deliveries. Not the best of deliveries, so you got to say, from Barnwell. Deserved the treatment he got. 17 off of the over, still 1 ball left.
Yeah, we know Christopher Barnwell is a better bowler than that. He's been hammered for 17 runs in this over in 5 balls. Still a ball to come. And Jahangir has really come to play this afternoon. Oh, gets an edge. You can hear it from here. And that's the end. Jahangir comes to a disappointing end. And that's 40 for 3. Is that? Oh, I thought it was a big edge. Sorry about that, but it goes through to the keeper. So Christopher Barnwell, a very expensive over from him. 17 runs off that over. And I thought I heard a nick from here, and wasn't Cheyenne walking, Matt?
Oh, I think he was walking down to Sad Ali.
Yes, it's the end of the over. Yeah, sorry about that. 40 for 2. So Saad Ali, let's see how he handles Carmelo Leroux.
Handles him quite well. Steps down the track, slices this one. Doesn't have the legs to go all the way. They'll get a couple of runs, but again, the mindset is there. And just having that intent is enough to put the bowler off sometimes.
So the action continues. For our viewers, the quarter-final stage will bowl off immediately after this match, perhaps around 3 o'clock. That's when the tournament gets into the business end, and that's when everybody seems interested, Matt. Saad Ali picks up another run. He's batting very good, this Saad Ali. The first time I'm having a look at him, Matt, I gotta tell you, I'm very impressed with his approach and his return so far.
Yeah, very, very good player, this Saad Ali. Out of the Midwest. I believe he will be going with St. Louis Americans in MLC. Not entirely sure. I do think so though. Jahangir, uppercut, fielder watches it sail over. What a shot that was from Cheyenne Jahangir. Short delivery and an uppercut. Fielder thought he was in play, but it was just over. And another 6. And Stallions X at the moment on top of the run rate.
Yes, Matt, it's you've got to say it's lucky that Atlanta Fire has posted 239. From the way things are going, 49 for 2. Doesn't time it well. We'll get a single if Roy Dyer runs around. And that brings up the 50 here for Stallions X. They're off to 50 for 2 in just the 4th over. Nothing wrong with their run rate.
And the ironic part about this is, if Atlanta Fire hadn't posted 239, would we have gotten this type of aggression from the Stallions X?
Yeah, good point. The approach, and I've always said, this one testing the deck there, might not try for Campbell Leroux. In fact, signal a wide, so you'll have to come again. So not at all. We take that back. That's not a minor triumph. In fact, the team, you have given up an extra against your team. The Stallion X has benefited from 151 for 2. So Saad Ali's been aggressive. He's been successful so far. Get a single out towards the deep square leg area. Do you know that fella who picked up the ball there? Amila Aponso. Pretty sure he'll be bowling some leg spin later on.
Definitely Amila Aponso, one of the top spinners. The top overseas imports, recently relocating to the US from Sri Lanka.
Represent Cardinals, eh? Doesn't play for Cardinals?
Oh. Atlanta Fire.
Atlanta Fire, sorry. Yeah. So 52 for 2. Campbell Leroux has one more ball in this over. Cheyenne, man on strike. He's batted well so far. So that will complete 4, and after 4 they're chasing 240 and they're 52 for 2. Fire not in.
No.
So Aponso comes into the attack, gives up a single. And when the Pacers, Matt, have gone for 12.7 and over, you bring on what? Spin? You slow it down a little bit? Is that what you would do?
I would. Not really much of an option here.
Okay, we've seen Corner Drive, we've seen Carmelo, we've seen Christopher Barnwell. Ball down the leg side from Aponso. And played away towards the onside. That's a good looking shot for 4 more.
Yeah, very good looking shot there again from Jahangir. Again, not the best of deliveries from Aponso. Straying down the leg side, and Jahangir. Easy pickings for him.
So Aponso's gone for 5 in just a couple of balls.
Down the ground, more runs here. Fielder giving chase, puts in the dive, and it's gone for 4. Cheyenne Jahangir, another boundary. He's flown up to 36. What a good looking shot. Straight down the ground. A valiant effort by the fielder, but not enough.
Yeah, nothing is wrong with their rate response. Required rate 13.26. They're going at 13.56 at the moment. Doesn't matter how many wickets you lose, but if your scoring rate is right up there, does it really matter in T20 game? This is 12 balls shorter, 18 overs aside, and both Cheyenne and Saad Ali has really brought up some good runs so far. The partnership is 46 at the moment. Cheeky single. Throw from Barnwell.
Saad Ali on strike. Saad Ali has played some good shots as well. We
Yes,
saw
good.
of Kami LaRue.
It's been relatively quiet in the last, I would say, 6 or 8 balls, Matt. Ball driven flat along the ground. Single to Saad Ali, top class player. St. Louis Americans will benefit from him immensely if he's going to that franchise.
Yeah. I do think he is going there. I'm trying to recall. I do think so, though. But yeah, very quality play out from out in the Midwest region. Jahangir down the track. Full toss, and he has taken advantage of that one all the way for 6. And this is a class batting effort here so far from Cheyenne Jahangir. 5 overs done. It's 69 for 2.
That's a good example of what you do with a full toss. You hammer them out of the park. It's considered a bad delivery in cricket. And you've got to, in T20 cricket, not only you've got to put the bad balls away, even the good ones you've got to put away. But you certainly got to capitalize on a loose delivery. Full toss is a loose delivery. So Everoy Dyer has been given the ball. Good pace. He gives 110%. Could give the ball a tap, always into the game, and is bowling at this level. Some bit of pace. He runs long and he hits the deck hard, so it's going to be interesting. But Saad Ali and Cheyenne Jahangir love the quicker stuff, so this will be a very, very good contest. Oh, slashed away deliberately for 4. So Saad Ali on the charge. We're witnessing a batting display here from Saad Ali and Cheyenne Jahangir. First ball ever Dyer serves up is gone away for 4.
Yeah, another very, very good shot there from Saad Ali. He knew what he was doing. Got that slice there on purpose. Getting down the track as well. Not afraid of the pace that Everett Dyer has. Full toss. There he goes again. Saad Ali gives that the treatment all the way for a flat 6 if there ever was one. Saad Ali goes up to 30. Another full toss, and again, another shot appropriate for that ball.
Yeah, both batsmen have now showed us how you handle a full toss. They're free deliveries asking to be hit, but you've got to execute. Saad Ali and Jahangir on the charge. 79 for 2. Oh, tucked away in towards the backward square area, running up towards the boundary, and that one goes away for 4. So this over's gone for 4, 6 and 4, 3 balls, 14 runs.
This is a big over here once again for Stallions X. Saad Ali joining things now. He's, like you said, in the previous over he was a little bit quiet, but now he's taking full advantage of Everett Dyer. First ball, stepping down the track and slicing it over. Second one, a full toss, given the treatment. And then the third one, a swivel for 4 into the leg side. And there he goes again. This one has gone a long way back. Well taken in the crowd. Saad Ali tees off again. 4-6, 4-6. Taking a liking to Everett Dyer here. And what a batting masterclass this is from Saad Ali.
Well, what has gone wrong here for Everett Dyer? I don't think anything much has gone wrong, Matt. You can argue and quarrel that there might have been balls all over the pitch, but we've seen a quality knock here from Saad Ali.
Oh, that's one. Sami Aslam. All he has to do is retrieve it. That's gone a long way as well. Saad Ali teeing off here on Everett Dyer. No mercy. 95 for 2. Saad Ali, all of a sudden, he's gone past Jahangir. 46 of just 15 balls. 26 of the over, and there's still a ball left.
Well, we've seen some very tall overs, Matt, in local cricket. Here is one. Oh, he skied this one in the air. Has he given someone a chance? Fielder comes in, takes the catch. And how often we have seen this in this tournament, Matt. We've seen a massive over, and we've seen the fall of the wicket on the final ball. It happens again.
Yeah, we saw with Andres Goose right at the start of this game, taking care of Mohamed Irshad, and then the final ball, Irshad got his revenge by getting rid of Andres Goose. Everett Dyer getting smashed for 26, but then picks up the wicket eventually, and it's a big, big one as well. Saad Ali is gone for 46, a well-played 46, but you've got to feel he must be very upset. He's going to have to be walking back. Stallions 95 for 3 at the end of 6.
So the big innings comes to an end. Big partnership. 80 runs in 27 balls, Matt. 49 from Saad Ali, 31 from Cheyenne. And what a partnership we have seen. And we don't have all the records of this tournament. That probably will have to be one of the quickest 80-run partnership. If for the few times there would have been an 80-run partnership in this series. So Newman comes to the middle. And Everett Dyer, as a captain, would you bowl him on second over?
I mean, he picked up the wicket, and the man who took him to the cleaners is gone, Saad Ali. I'd be inclined to perhaps bring back Corny Dry, give him another shot. He did pick up a wicket as well.
Yeah, you get the feeling that anyone will bowl a little bit better now.
But still the threat of Jahangir is there. Kamran Sheikh is the new man in.
So Ponso, is it a Ponso, the left arm spinner? We've come into bowl to Cheyenne. Cheyenne has really batted well this afternoon here in Virginia. We've seen a very excellent knock just coming to an end from Saad Ali. So Ponso makes a good start. Dot ball here, still 145 to win from 71. And you get the feeling, Matt, that this is a huge chase. They may not be able to overcome 240 here this afternoon, but you gotta love the intent and certainly the excitement of the reply.
Yeah, you've gotta appreciate the fight and determination from the Stallions X. Saad Ali and Jahangir really looking to get as close to this target as possible. Cameron Sheik, well, he will have to get going and get going quickly and try and perhaps start another partnership.
You get the feeling, I'm not too sure how well. Oh, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. In fact, is he bowled? Well, leg before wicket. That's a very, very good shout. And so Cameron Sheik, has he troubled the score, Matt, or not? Well, that's what they say, but I think when a batsman gets out, there's some work to be done on scoring him, right? So he's gone 96 for 4, and they still require 144 to win from 69 balls. Long way to go.
Shadley Van Sharkwick, quality all-rounder, comes in at number 6. He has a lot of work to do, and so does Jahangir, although he's batted well. Still a long way left to go, as Van Sharkwick is off the mark straight away with 1.
Yeah, Sharkwick is having a good day. You probably want to crong it off with perhaps a good knot. Bowled well, Matt, considering most of the team would have gone for 11, 12 and over. He ended up, bowling about maybe 9 or 10 runs. Economy rate?
4 overs, 3 for 33, 8.2 and over. In the air.
Gone.
That is gone for 6 as well, and that brings up the 50 for Shayan Jahangir. It's come off just 18 deliveries, and this is a much needed knock here by the Stallions.
Yeah, big strike here from Shayan. Continues to bat well. We saw an exciting period with him and Saad Ali. Not only was it quick, Matt, it was of quality. We saw how it is. This one a slashing shot into the offside. Corner dry. It's posted out in the deep. So that completes over number 7, and after 7 it's 104 for 4. $73 for 2. They were at 73 for 2. Right.
Wahid Alam is the new bowler. Seeing him for the first time. 136 needed in 11 overs. Still a long way to go. Alarm starts well. Jahangir straight back to him. Dot ball.
So quarterfinal games, and you have been following what could possibly some of the teams that could be in the final 8. Matt pulled into the onside, beats the field, and gone for 6. So not a big run here at Bowling Park, but still you've got to play them well, you've got to pull well. And Cheyenne continues to bat well, picks up another 6.
Yeah, very good shot that. No chance for Camille Leroux. Sails over his head, and that's another very good looking shot from Cheyenne Jahangir. Short ball, latches onto that. And still bringing the fight to Atlanta Fire.
So 130 from 64 balls, Matt, and just for our listeners there, I'll give you maybe 30 seconds to gather your thought. Tell us who are some of the teams from your reckoning could be in the final 8 as we approach that session. Just after this game, we know Cavaliers has played well, they haven't lost. So I'm starting with Cavaliers for sure.
Cavaliers will take on Crick Lanes in one of the quarterfinals. Maybe just seeing him switch and then just pulling out of the delivery there, Wahid Alam. But yeah, we've got Cavaliers taking on Crick Lanes. We've got Clarion County Asia United as well. Have booked their spot in the quarterfinals. Sky Strikers, after a very emphatic win, will be taking on the DMV Young Bloods. Perhaps a team that flew under the radar in this competition. Stallions, not the Stallions X, but just Stallions, has booked their spot, and perhaps Atlanta Fire could be joining them. But unless Stallions X have something to say about it, it's been a very, very valiant effort here so far from the Stallions X. Jahangir and Saad Ali brought the fight. Saad Ali is gone, but Jahangir has kept going. He'll need some support, and he'll need to keep pushing on himself. 129 from 62 deliveries. Wahid Alam has gone for 7. 2 deliveries left. Van Sharkwick is on strike.
So Wahid Alam. Ball punched off the back foot. Easy single here to Shadley Van Sharkwick. Did Alam get hands to that ball?
Final ball coming up. He's gone for 8 in this over. Not bad, given the context of things. Jahangir swept away. Cornet Dry is out there. Pick up a single. So 9 off the over. Not bad, given one went for 6. Other than that, a pretty good over. 8 overs done. 113 for 4. Cornet Dry is back, and this one is in the air from Jahangir, and he's picked out the fielder. So straight away, Cornet Dry is back into the attack, and he produces the breakthrough, and right away going over to shake Jahangir's hand. It's been a very good knock from Cheyenne Jahangir. Very good effort by him, and he's got to go for 59. Cornet Dry with the breakthrough.
Yeah, more than a breakthrough match, some bit of revenge, because we saw in the earlier spell Cornet Dry was disdainfully put out of the playing area by two savage looking shots from Cheyenne, but in the end he finally gets his man, and it's 113 for 5. John Ross. So John Ross Campbell comes to the middle. He has played national cricket for Jamaica on the regional circuit in the Caribbean, and he comes in here with 127 required from 59 balls. And Mata was making the point, sometimes in cricket you may not be able to achieve the result what the team wants here now. But with 59 balls remaining, there's still time enough for him to make a personal impression on this game. And sometimes that matters.
It does. John Ross Campbell, someone that can really hit the ball a long way. His corner dry. And a very good ball. He gets a very good ball first up from Dry. Quality bowler.
So John Ross, he's a quality player himself. Plays locally for Queens United in New York. Seems to be a regular fixtures in T20 tournament around the country. And he's here at Unity Cup too. Couple of good balls here from Corny Dry. In fact, this has been a stellar over. An over that started brilliantly by dismissing Jahangir, and look, he's followed up with a couple of dots. So very, very ideal conditions here in Leesburg, Virginia. That's the slower ball, lack of pace. John Ross probably committed to a pull, and the ball dying on him. This has been a very good over here from John Ross Campbell. So not too sure how many maiden wickets we have seen in this series. We're heading for one, or the minute we talk, we jinxed it? Is that how it works?
Well, we'll see here. Corny Dry. Even if it goes for 6, it's still a very, very good over. Ooh, and a very, very good over. Closes it out. A wicket maiden from Corny Dry. The wicket of Jahangir, and then 5 dots to John Ross Campbell. Very good over there from Corny Dry. 113 for 5 at the halfway stage. Another one. So Wahid Alam into the attack, and straight away Van Sharkwyk departs. Good running catch by the field, and 113 for 6 as Shadley Van Sharkwyk goes.
Waqar Salim is the new man in. And he comes in here, it's 127 needed. 127 from 53 balls. Ball cut away into the offside, can't score. Waqar's yet to get off the mark. So John Ross Campbell, who would have survived 5 deliveries from Cornet Dry, comes into strike. Wahid Alam would have picked up the wicket of Shadley Van Sharkwyk. Oh, massively pulled into the onside, and that has gone a long way off the bat of John Ross Campbell. So 120 for 6, and 120 required for 49 balls, that's the difference. So a couple more runs here for John Ross Campbell, picks up another 2. Trying to break free. We've seen a savage pull in the last delivery. So 10 over gone, it's 122 for 6. So Everett Dyer. Waqar Salim charges down, makes the adjustment quite quickly. Score remains at 122 for 6. Everett Dyer, his first over match, went for 26. Saad Ali took him to the cleaners. Oh, gets a good slice on this one. Passes the keeper. And it goes away for 4. So 4 runs off the bat of Waqar Salim. Ball eluding the glove of Lahiru Milanta, the keeper. Salim picks up a boundary. It's 114 required from 46 balls. That may not happen. Balled him. So Everett Dyer gets a wicket off the inside edge. And that's the end of Waqar Salim. He falls. And it's 126 for 7. So Mukhtar Ahmed comes out to the middle. Straight away he gets off the mark. And straight away he calls for someone to come collect this helmet. And so he's going to bat. In fact, he will keep the helmet. And Everett Dyer from the far end will come into bowl to John Ross Campbell, and Campbell is top edging a pull. And they come back for a couple of runs, so 2 more runs there for John Ross. He goes up to 10 and takes the score up to 129 for 7. So ball pulled into the onside. Campbell goes up to 11 and brings Mukhtar Ahmed. He is on 1, so that will complete over number 11, and after 11 it's 130 for 7. So Amila Aponso will continue. John Ross is on 11. Mukhtar Ahmed is on 1. Ball driven into the offside. Good scrambling dive by Christopher Barnwell, preventing any chance of scoring. Not that the Atlanta Fire is short of runs. They posted a mammoth 239, one of the highest scores we've seen this year. And you would want to think 239, probably one of the higher totals in 2 years of Unity Cup. So 40 balls remaining, they need 109 runs. Mukhtar Ahmed, he's on 1. And Amila Aponso, who would have represented the Atlanta Fire team in the minor league series, quality bowler. So the quarterfinal will begin. In fact, the quarterfinals have already begun. Cavaliers taking on Crick Lanes. Oh, bowled him. So that's the end of Mukhtar Ahmed. He didn't stick around too long. And Aponso picks up his second wicket. He's now bowling a 2 for 27. So Mohamed Irshad comes in, 131 for 2 mat. Where is this game going? And what does it mean for the likes of Atlanta Fire, who definitely will advance into the knockout stage? But we've seen some impressive teams remaining in the final 8.
Well, this was do or die for Stallions X. Unfortunately, it looks like they won't be getting over the line on this occasion, which would mean Sam Barmy could be the team that could head into that final playoff spot. Who they will meet is still to be determined, but definitely looks like Atlanta Fire and Sam Barmy will be the two from this group that will head to the playoffs, as Coney Dry comes back into the attack, 2 for 13 from his 2 overs, including a wicket maiden in the previous over he bowled.
So Matt, all the qualifiers have happened predictably, or did the tournament have served up its bit of disappointment for some teams? What do you think?
Definitely Potomac was quite a disappointment. The fact that Potomac didn't get through to the playoffs. But I think if you look to the far side, right, all the way ahead of us, the boys in blue, the DMV Young Bloods, I think are definitely a team that came that flew under the radar, surprised quite a few people.
Yeah.
The local lads, the likes of Adil Bhatti, Ritwik Behera, so Sharan Singh as well. So I think still a very talented team, but I definitely think they may have flown under the radar. So did have its fair share of surprises and disappointments for some teams.
The fact is the DMV Sky Strikers game will be playing on this pitch immediately after this game. So that should be a prime time one to watch. We've been streaming on this venue all morning. And this is our, second game we're covering. We will do 2 more before the night ends. So if you're locked on to this channel right here, don't go away. Lots of cricket. We're just about halfway done for the day. As Corney Dry runs into bowl to John Ross Campbell, and Campbell gets a good delivery, digs it out.
And John Ross Campbell has really had his problems here with Corney Dry. Hasn't scored a run off of Corney Dry as yet. He would have faced 5 dot balls the last time Corney Dry bowled in that maiden, and now he's faced 2 dots. He still has not gotten a run off of Corney Dry as yet.
And Matt, we know he's a better batsman than soaking up dot deliveries from Corney Dry. Oh, Paul, that's a massive pull. Lovely shot in the end. And while he soaked up a lot of dot balls, sometimes some shots comes in quality. That's a good one.
Yeah, very good looking shot there from John Ross Campbell. 135 for 8, 19 on over required. Things didn't really kick off from that Saad Ali Jahangir partnership for the Stallions X. A partnership of 80 of 27 deliveries. The second best was 17 of 10. And that was between Jahangir and Shadley Van Sharkwick. This one
airborne
has been launched a long way back. Catch that if you can in the crowd. And John Ross Campbell tees off. And he faced 3 dot balls in this over. And now he's got 4, 6 off of Corney Dry. So very good looking shot there once again.
Yeah, it's not done yet. And John Ross Campbell could have the last laugh. And Matt, what we have seen, unfamiliar for Corney Dry to have given up so much runs. 23 in just the third over. Look at that placement and all class of the bat of John Ross Campbell. Another boundary.
Yeah, very good looking shot there. Again over the head of the fielder. And a big over that 14 run over. However, the asking rate is still at 19. They'll need a lot more than that. 95 in 5 overs. Still a very, very tall mountain to climb for the Stallions X.
So for those viewers who is watching this feed and you're not a big fan of changing your stream and certainly changing channels, the next match coming up here is going to be a one to watch. DMV, a young team, a young local team from the DC, Maryland, Virginia area, DMV area, will come up against Sky Strikers, a team that includes the likes of Lindell Simmons and Dinesh Ramdin among many others on that squad. Carmi LaRue?
Yeah, you've got the underdogs. You've got the underdog local lads versus the star-studded favourites. Should be quite an interesting game, that.
So Carmi LaRue, 2 overs, no min, 1 for 22. He's gone for 11 and over. Good take from Milanta. Ball sliding down the leg side. It's good to have a top quality keeper in any squad, Matt.
Yeah, and in this case, Milanta definitely is a quality keeper. I saw him for the first time up in Morrisville. Very good gloveman.
So Mohamed Irshad, chance of a run out. Had he hit, would have been gone. So John Ross comes back into strike. And you get the feeling that John Ross is beginning to open up a little bit now, Matt. And here is the irony. Well, John Ross would have faced his first 5 or so ball. They were all dots. You look at the scorecard, he's up to, according to my scorecard here, I have him at 26 off 17 balls. He has really catch up and done even better. Look at that, plundered into the onside, and that has gone for a very flat 6. Good looking shot from John Ross Campbell.
Yeah, another very good shot from John Ross Campbell. Camille LaRue just getting too short on John Ross Campbell, putting that one away. He knows that he's still fighting. If Stallions X go down, it seems he'll be going down with them. 88 off 27 deliveries required, but John Ross Campbell still playing his shots. Whether he believes that Stallions X can still win or whether he's doing it for his personal pride, only he will know.
So a couple of John Ross in the series from the rosters. We also had John Ross Jagisar. And this is John Ross Campbell. I wonder the name John, is that a Danish name, you'd say? I know the Vans are one Dutch. Shadley van Schokwit, South African. So 7 in this over so far. Pulled away into the onside. Finds the gap. 4 more runs. John Ross Campbell on the charge. Started by soaking up a few deliveries, but look at that. 36 from just 20 balls.
Yeah, very good little innings here from John Ross Campbell. 84 from 25 required. Too little, too late perhaps, but still very important knock for John Ross Campbell himself.
And Matt, I made the point within a cricket match. Oh, pulled into the onside on either side of the fielder. And another 6 for John Ross Campbell.
Yeah, very good hit that. All the way for 6, John Ross Campbell. And he's got that man running up all the way the hill trying to get that ball back.
Not only that, that man ran left. That man ran right. Big shot here from John Ross Campbell. He goes into the 40s. It's 162 for 8. So Camille LaRue, 3 overs, 1 for 39. And speaking about Cornet Dry, we saw him getting a maiden wicket not too long ago. As Christopher Barnwell does some rubber work onto the bat handle of John Ross Campbell. Would you trust the opposition man to fix something on your bat? What if they sabotage the process? Or you trust Barnwell?
Probably have to have faith in your fellow West Indian if you're John Ross Campbell.
Yeah, well, he's from Jamaica.
Probably a reason he's gone to Barnwell.
Yeah, Barnwell from Guyana, John Ross from Jamaica, and they would have met many times. I'm pretty sure maybe on the regional circuit in the Caribbean, both Barnwell and John Ross would have played for their respective country. Not too sure if they played around the same time. I would want to think Barnwell played a few more seasons than John Ross. I remember when John Ross played for Jamaica, he was J. Campbell, and there was also John Campbell, who later on went to play for the West Indies. So when they played first class match for Jamaica, there was a J.D. Campbell and there was a J.R. Campbell.
There he goes.
Struck into the onside. Didn't time it well. And has decided to stay on, quite rightly so. We've seen Mohamed Irshad on the other end. He has come out and just looked pretty defensive. So John Ross Campbell might cherish the opportunity here to advance his scoring. What about Barnwell? Barnwell has went for quite a few today.
First over went for 17, but he's come back well in his second. Although you could argue that John Ross Campbell could have taken a run or two had it not been for the situation they find themselves in.
So John Ross is probably going to change his bat. Matt, what we have seen, and maybe you're too young to know what I'll tell you now, but back in the days when we played, bats lasted long time. The entire team used to bat with one bat, and they last. These days, in a couple of shots, bats are falling apart. John Ross Campbell exchanges the blade. What is wrong with our products these days? So John Ross Campbell changes the blade.
Perhaps more big hits coming in than they were back in the day.
Yeah.
They have the evolution of T20 cricket. Everybody trying to go big, swing hard, especially a player like John Ross Campbell, who's smacking that ball with all his might.
Yeah, you're right on that. The format of the game. Oh, good slice. That bat has brought some good luck. Carmi LaRue does well to save the boundary. John Ross will be happy he comes back for 2. He will be on strike again. Yeah, you're right on that. The bats they make now is such thick bat. Even if you miss it, it goes for 6. So stop even thinking about hitting it in the middle. There's enough meat on the edges of the bat. It's 165 for 8, 75 to win from 20 balls. They may not win this, but it's a good time for John Ross Campbell to get a 50. He's up to 44. Oh, that's a good looking shot. Get him a single. And that will turn the strike over to Mohamed Irshad. Irshad has been quite defensive. But John Ross, if he's counting the balls in the over, would probably ask him to stay and just see Barnwell out. Let's see. Yeah, big swing and a miss. That's nothing wrong there. John Ross will be on strike. He's approaching a 50. And so 15 overs gone. It's 166 for 8. This is an 18 over game. So another 3 overs will finish this match. So Carmi LaRue will come into bowl. 74 from 18 balls. Not so much what has happened from a team sense. Driven well. Runs here for John Ross Campbell. Aslam does well to restrict the batsman to only a single. We've seen good cricket on that ball, Matt.
Yeah, good fielding there from Sami Aslam. Single here gets Irshad on strike.
So Stallions X would have endured the misfortune of... Oh, that's a good shot. Regardless if it's a leg by or it's a single off the bat of Irshad, gets John Ross on strike. But they would suffer the misfortune of giving up the highest score in the Unity Cup tournament, spread across 2 years. 239. You're not going to lose too many cricket matches with that score on the board. No elevation from John Ross, and John Ross knows that the few people watching this game, the many people watching this game, they'll probably relish the opportunity to see him bat against the likes of Carmi LaRue, Aponso, Corny Dry, Christopher Barnwell. Yeah, this has been a very good over so far from Carmi.
Yeah, he's kept things quiet. Again, John Ross refusing singles, but still, he's bowled some pretty decent balls here. Campbell LaRue, he hasn't allowed John Ross Campbell to free his arms and go for the big hits. 72 from 14. Ooh, very innovative that from John Ross Campbell. That was a very clever shot. Moving across and trying the scoop shot. Don't see a lot of those at this level, but John Ross Campbell has executed that one very, very nicely.
So the official scorecard has him on 48, but I think John Ross has gotten to a 50. There are a couple of runs that the scorers may have given Mukhtar Ahmed. Oh, that flies over the head and the glove of Milanta, and would have gone for 5 wides.
Camille Leroux has not had the best of days. 3.5 overs, 1 for 50. He's a way better bowler than that for sure, but has not been his day.
So just testing the deck here from John Ross Campbell. Oh, lofted into the offside. If he runs 2 here, according to the official scorecard, well, he's up to 49 from the official scorecard. And that will complete the 16 over. And after 16, it's 178 for 8. So 2 overs remaining. Corner Dry will bowl 1 of them. Maybe Everett Dyer could be given the last over. No threat involved in defending 12 with 62 needed, Matt.
Could give the final over to almost anybody. John Ross slices this one away, and the catch is
Put down.
put down out there in the deep. Have to pick up who that was.
Goes.
It is Andrew's Goose. It was out there in the deep. Doesn't have the gloves on today, Andrew's Goose.
So John Ross on 49. Ball played into the offside. So here's a man on 49, but not concerned with getting a single run. He wants to cross 50. He doesn't want to get to 50.
Well, now turning down singles is serving him no purpose now, because it's impossible to win the game from here. 10 sixes would give you 60, they need 62. Swing and a miss.
And Matt, what happens? What
wide.
happened most time than not? He gets out, and then he gets out on 49. But people who haven't seen the game will watch the scorecard and say, well, you got out on 49, but we would have seen the game. We know he has refused about, what, 5-6 runs already?
Definitely.
I would have gotten to my 50 and then do some of the refusing.
Big swing and a miss again, and now the battle. The Cornet Dry, John Ross Campbell battle is on again. Cornet Dry winning this round so far.
So Mohamed Irshad watches all the action from the from the other end. Oh, good slice. That brings up his 50. So officially he gets up to 53. And a good slice on the off the bowling of Cornet Dry. So 5 runs in this over so far. We'll wait and see who will get the last over. I want to think they'll give Everroy Dyer. How many games you bowl your last over with spin? Although the spinners are very, very good at times.
Not often. Sami Aslam giving chase and gives up the chase. That'll go away for 5 wides. Is it wides or is it buys? Might be wides. It is wide. 5 wides.
Right. So 188 for 8. 10 runs in this over. And that ball will have to be rebowled. John Ross on strike still.
In the air. And just
Single?
the one. Just the one. In fact, no, he refuses that one.
Oh.
52 from 7 deliveries remaining. Dry has bowled 3.5 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 37. Beats Sami Aslam. This one might run away for 4, and yes it does. So boundary. Cornet Dry picks up 4. 14 off the over. It's 192 for 8.
So Christopher Barnwell swung into the onside, and with all the ease in the world, Mohamed Irshad takes this one over the cones, and that has gone for a massive 6. 198 for 8. Not a bad response, and as we've said so many times, big total always attract big chases. You wonder if this game was a 160 chase, if the approach would have been like this. Top edged into the offside, and as this game winds down, John Ross comes back into strike. So the 200 comes up here for Stallions X. So a bit of accomplishment there as Barnwell to John Ross. Swung away down the leg side. And it goes away for a boundary. 204. 204 for 8. The ball driven in the vicinity of Sami Aslam. And so final ball coming up, 205 on the card. So Mohamed Irshad, 204, 204. Ball worked into the onside, so that will complete things. And that's the latest here. Fire wins by 34 runs. And they'll probably book a place in the quarterfinal. More cricket to come. Sky Strikers will take on DMV in the next game. So stay tuned. A lot more cricket. Quarterfinal will begin shortly.